May buntag inyo tanan. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Nandito na naman ako, si Mario, doing another lesson, Bitcoin lesson. Alam naman yun, nag-advocate ako sa Bitcoin and I'm willing to do this every day for 10 minutes lang. That's all we need. Kasi ang ginagawa ko, one lesson a day lang eh. Hindi naman yung nag-usap ko for an hour or 2 hours for so many different topics. Ang gusto ko lang, I want a simple, basic starter, beginner's lesson so everybody can learn. Ano bang lesson natin ngayong araw na ito? Maraming tatanong, lalo na yung mga baguhan na beginners, kung huli na ba sila? Have they missed the boat on Bitcoin? Because kung alam niyo, Bitcoin's price is way up there now. In fact, the last 2 days it was going down and then yesterday it started going up. Tumaas na yung presyo ng Bitcoin. Naging 64 na naman. Galing 57. Ang bilis ano? 57 to 64. That's like a 7,000 turnaround. And that's the story of Bitcoin. Grabe talaga na volatility ng Bitcoin. Paulit-ulit ako kung hindi kayo sanay sa volatility at saka natatakot kayo sa volatility, maybe you just stay out of Bitcoin kasi ganyan talaga ang nature ng Bitcoin. It's very volatile and if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the kitchen. Kung kaya ninyo, do it because the reward is amazing. Kahit na bumagsak ang Bitcoin by 70%, 80%, tataas yan ng over 100% kasi lalampasin niya yung all-time high niya. Yung all-time high niya was like, ngayon naging 71,000 na yata eh. Believe me, it's gonna pass 71,000. So ngayon nasa 64 na tayo. Hindi ko lang alam kung kailan. Pero the nature of Bitcoin, yung cycle niya that we've seen every year, I mean every 4 years, kasi ang halving niya 4 years eh. The 4-year cycle ng Bitcoin, nakikita mo na tumataas na tumataas. Now, the question is, have we missed the boat? My answer is, no, we have not missed the boat. Kahit na masyadong mahal ang Bitcoin, you don't have to buy the whole coin. Paulit-ulit ito. Pwede mong bilhin yung Satoshi coin, which is points, well, ano ba, 64 na ngayon, ano, 64,000. 0.00064 ang halaga ng isang Satoshi coin, which is so cheap. So if you stop looking at it in based on the whole coin, if you start looking at the Satoshi, mura-mura pa rin. Of course, hindi tayo nakasama yung one coin is only pennies. Pinagbibigay pa nga yan noon eh. Yung pag-umisa ng Bitcoin, binibigay lang. Can you imagine the people that bought and then binenta nila kasi akala nila big bubble ang Bitcoin? Finally, we found out it's not a bubble. Na ganyan lang ang nature ng Bitcoin na talagang babagsak tapos biglang tataas. So, maraming tao na naniniwala Bitcoin was a bubble. So, maraming binenta nila yung mura-mura pa yung Bitcoin. Yung pennies pa, naging tumubo na ng $10, binenta na. Can you imagine those people looking back? Sabi nila, sayang, we should have hold on. Halos lahat nun, nagsasabi, we should have hold on. Kahit na binili na ng 200 tapos naging 1,000, nahihinaya na sila ngayon kasi umabot na ng 63,000. And it's only been around 15 years. In 15 years time, bata pa ang Bitcoin. We're still doing that 4-year halving all the time. The price of one Bitcoin right now is 64,000. And you know what ang mga forecast ng mga big time investors? It's gonna reach 1 million. Ang target nila is 2030, magiging 1 million yung Bitcoin. Can you imagine that? Kung 63,000 naging 1 million? So you're still bago pa rin. You're still, the boat hasn't left yet. Pwede ka pa sumakay. Siyempre, hihinto-hinto, babagsak, pero tataas na naman. So, huwag ka maniwala kung sasabihin nila may bubble na Bitcoin, sobrang mahal na. Kasi ang Bitcoin is decentralized, nobody owns it, walang gobyerno na nakikialam, walang organization owns it, walang corporation owns it. Hindi mo pwedeng i-censor ang Bitcoin, hindi ka pwedeng gumawa ng more Bitcoin. And it's a hedge against inflation. Alam mo yung inflation tumataas every year, lalo na ngayon. Mas mataas ang inflation ngayon. So, kung may Bitcoin ka, that's the only way how yung pera mo is gonna grow. At saka tingnan mo ngayon, kung naiwanan ka na ng barko sa Bitcoin, the Bitcoin boat already sailed, how come ang daming mga big players na bigla lang sumali na ang mahal-mahal na? Isipin mo yan. The whales, yung tinatawag nilang whales, yung mga malalaking players, the one that buys in millions, hindi yung pareha natin, tig-isa-isang Bitcoin lang. Million-million ang binibili nila. Bakit sila bumibili ngayon? Ibig sabihin, bago pa ang Bitcoin and they're gonna make more money. Kung huli na, hindi na sana sila bibili. Maghihintay na sila bumagsak, pero bili sila ng bili. Kasi alam nila, there's only 21 million Bitcoins. Mauubos yung Bitcoin. Kung hindi sila bibili ngayon, hindi na sila makakabili. Or kung makakabili sila, sobrang mahal na. So may scarcity ang Bitcoin. Mauubos ang Bitcoin. Kung hindi kayo bumili, kahit konti lang, bumili kayo. Kahit konti lang. So Bitcoin is here to stay. Hindi mawawala. Hindi darating ng zero ang Bitcoin na tapos magiging bankrupt. There's no way mababangkrap. Paano mababangkrap? Hindi naman negosyo ito. Ang mga negosyo lang ang mababangkrap, di ba? Hindi naman negosyo ang Bitcoin It's a commodity. It's considered a commodity, hindi security. Wala silang CEO. Wala silang board of director. Wala silang headquarters. There's nothing. It's just the Bitcoin. It's considered a commodity. It's not considered a security. So, hindi mo babangkrap yan. The only thing it's following is supply and demand. How much supply there is, which is going low, and how much demand it is, which is going high. Ang dami-daming bumibili ng Bitcoin ngayon. Ang supply niya kumukunti ng kumukunti. Economics 101. The price will go up when the supply gets low and the demand goes up. That's the basic law of Bitcoin. Kaya tayo nag-i-invest sa Bitcoin. So kung iniisip mo na miss out ka na, the journey continues. Maraming opportunities ahead. Remember, when the Bitcoin dips, that's the time to buy. Don't forget that. Every time it dips, buy. Alam mo, Bitcoin bumabagsak. Bumagsak siya galing 71, naging 57 in less than a month. Ngayon yung 57, naging 64 na naman. Di dapat yung 57, bumili tayo. Pero hindi naman natin alam kung babagsak, di ba? So, ang tingnan natin, basta bumili ka, ngayon 64, bumili ka. Kung liliit sa 64, bumili ka na naman. Kasi kung every time you buy less than how much you bought, yung average mo, liliit, di ba? Or bibili ka ng pataas, knowing na aabot ng 1 million. So, okay lang. Mag-DCA lang. Dollar cost average. Pakunti-kunti lang. Gawin mo lang everyday. Doesn't matter kung ano ang price. Kung pataas o baba. Right now, ang strategy ko is, huminto na ako bumili kung pataas. I only buy when it goes down. So, yan na ang strategy ko ngayon. Kasi yung average ko, pataas na mataas. Kasi remember, I was buying. Yung tumataas yung presyo, pili ko ng bili. So, yung average ko tumaas. Nag-umpisa ako sa 20,000 per Bitcoin. Ngayon, umabot na ng 40,000. Sinabi ko, no more, hinto na. The only time I buy is kung aabot ng less than 40,000, which is gonna happen. Kung babalik na naman less than 40,000, bibili na naman ako. Pero ngayon, 64 na. So, remember, 40,000 ang average price ko. 64 na. So, may tubo na ako ng 60%. Not bad. At one time, yung 20,000 pa yung average price ko. Umabot na 150,000 ng percent ang tubo ko. Can you imagine that? bumagsak ng, pero bili ako ng bili, tumaas yung average ko, lumit na lang yung percentage ng profit ko, pero it doesn't matter kasi alam ko tataas eh. And my goal was to get at least 0.5 of Bitcoin. So, hopefully, makukuha ko yan. Ang Bitcoin naman, gagamitin mo, and kung namimili ka ng mga stocks at saka bonds or may negosyo ka, kung meron kang extra cash na nakaupo lang sa bangko, bili mo na ng Bitcoin. Magiging hedge na against inflation yan kasi yung pera mo na extra, kung may savings account ka na hindi nasa bangko lang, lugi yan eh. Remember, inflation is so high. So, the value of your money goes down. Pero kung binili mo ng Bitcoin yan, magiging hedge against inflation yan. Kasi yung pera mo, yung extra cash mo, yung reserve mo, yung savings mo, tataas ang value. Diba? Think of it that way. So, ang masasabi ko sa inyo, maggawa kayo ng research nyo, pag-aralan ninyo, ang mag-ingat rin kayo, and once you're done your research and your study, you start buying. You know, when you may conviction na kayo na tataas ang Bitcoin. And it's gonna happen kung magre-research kayo. Kung pag-aaralan nyo. You need to get that conviction para hindi kayo matatakot. Kung hindi nyo nakuha yung conviction na yun, matatakot kayo. Kung biglang tumaas, akala nyo bubble na or scam or anything else. And that's it for today. I hope may natutunan naman kayo. Don't forget to subscribe. I do need subscribers. Hindi pa ako umabot ng 10,000 eh. Can you believe that? That's my goal. It's not a very hard goal, pero ewan ko ba't nahihirapan ako. But kailangan ko ng tulong ninyo para at least umabot ng 10,000 subscribers by this year anyway, 2024. And maraming salamat. Thank you. See you tomorrow.